Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke, the Luke Show. We are here. You see, I got my Poison Clan hat on. You see, I got my Poison Clan, my PC hat on, baby. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Tell everybody to come in. It is the most important time of the day. I know I normally go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I missed Wednesday. My son had his first start, his first varsity start, and he did excellent. Hey, look, shouts out to my baby Blake. Shouts out to him. I mean, he was put in some critical condition out there, but that's what we built for. We built for that. Shouts out to Blake. He did good yesterday, last night. Get ready to go at it again. My man, hey, man, hey, I'm so, see, we are so proud of our kids, man. Let me tell you, I'm so proud of my son, man. My son, he trains, he's been playing baseball since he was about 8 years old and maybe 6. I lost count. And he's always played baseball. He always loved the game. I asked him, like I asked all young men, I said, do you like the game or do you love the game? He said, no, Daddy, I love the game. And that tells me right then, we need to, pour into him and give him everything that he needs. I played baseball. I played for Skip Bertman at Miami Beach Senior High. Skip Bertman was my coach. And hey, he went on and coached at University of Miami. He ended up coaching at LSU and becoming an AD and becoming a great coach at LSU, winning national champions and everything. So I was fortunate to have a great baseball coach in Skip Bertman over at Miami Beach Senior High. That's my alma mater, people, just so you know. I played baseball and I played football over there, but my son is by far way better than me. I wouldn't tell him this, but yes, he's much better than Daddy. He always complained because, my expectation and us as men, our expectation of our young men, we push them. We push them to the limit. If this is what you want to do, we want you to be great doing it. If you want to do this, then we're going to push you. There's no disrespect. Ain't no cutting no corners. Ain't no babying. That's for mommy. Mommy is the one who takes in, do the breastfeeding. Us daddies, we teach our boys how to be men. And that's what it's all about. And that's what we do. And so unfortunately, that's how it is. We're gonna coach our kids tough, and that's what we do. And I'm just so proud of him. Last night was his first varsity start. He got out there because he got a couple of at bats, pinch hitting. He was injured. He had a UCL tear going into the end of the, coming out of travel ball. He went up there, competed. He got into certain stages of the United States baseball team, and he went up to North Carolina. He kind of injured his elbow. It was a little tear in his UCL, and shouts out to Dr. Sasha, University of Miami, graduate. Our girl Sasha got him back in shape. Treated him, and rehabbed him. And if y'all need a great rehab person, that's Sasha. She does an excellent job. And she got him back in shape. So they kind of gradually got him back into the situation. He got another game tonight. So I can't be on here all night with you all. I got to get it in and get it over with. So they have another game tonight. And they're going to get it on, and we're going to do what we got to do. And at the end of the day, he's going to do good. Shouts out to my girl Glow, all my regulars on here. Hey, look, before we start the show, we always like do this here. We need to know where you from, and where you at. So put it in the chat, and then I'll put it up here on the broadcast. But I want to thank you guys. I mean, again, we're doing millions and millions of views, and it's because of you guys on YouTube, Uncle Luke TV. I like y'all to like, share, and subscribe. My numbers are going up on YouTube. The followers, I need more. And then at the same time, we're on Facebook, my Facebook fan page. You guys on there. We're back on Twitch. And shouts out to everybody that's on Twitch over there. I got to spend a little more time over there. I don't spend that much time over there, but I got to do that because I'm so busy over there on TikTok. That's Uncle Luke 305 on TikTok. And then we are on Instagram, people. We are definitely on Instagram. I don't know why I ain't live yet, but We are on Instagram. There we go. We are on Instagram. Hi, Instagram people. Hi, Instagram. Thank you for coming in. So we are on Instagram, and we're all doing that. And then we're on Facebook. Again, there he is. Look at my friend right there. All my regulars up in here. We got Globe here. Albuquerque. Whoa. We're in Chicago. We all over the place, man. Everywhere. One thing about this show, this is a nationwide show, people. This is a nationwide show. This show is everywhere. We talk about sports, politics, and entertainment on a regular basis. We talk about national. We talk about local issues, things that come about. I always want you guys to engage. Be engaged in the chat. Say what you want to say in the chat. You know, I was looking at my Twitter the other day, and somebody was like, Luke, I don't always, agree with you, but on this one, I agree with you with. And I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with people. Wyoming, how you doing, Wyoming? Hey, Washington, D.C., I see y'all in the building. There it is. There we go. Miami Guards, baby. I don't like that name that they be trying to give y'all, Miami Guards. Talking about murder guards. No, that's not cute. And don't let nobody keep saying that about Miami Guards, because Miami Guards is a beautiful place. It's one of our beautiful Black cities in the state of Florida, and we love it. We love it. They got Jazz in the Garden. The Dolphins reside over there. I'm happy that they made them, when they do the broadcast of the national championship games and Dolphin games, the University of Miami games, that they say Miami Gardens. That's important. You know what I'm saying? I live in the beautiful city of Miramar, which is our next, large Black city in the state of Florida, which is a beautiful thing. And that's the crazy part about it. Most people don't even realize that I've been living here in Miramar for over 12 years. They're like, yo, you from Miami, you running for office, you from Miami, how you gonna be running for office? And you from Miami, da-da-da. Yeah, I'm from Miami, yes. And I live in Broward County. I pay taxes in Broward County. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is, unfortunately. But, everybody try to hate, and they try to figure out some kind of way to discredit you. Talk about discredit. Hey, man, the campaign, let me just tell y'all straight up, the campaign is going great. The campaign is going great. We're gradually building this coalition, and we want you to be on the Luke team. The website and everything is going to launch. It's going to launch on Tuesday with all the bells and whistles. You're going to be able to buy the merchandise. You're going to be able to go on there, and you're going to be able to do what? You're going to be able to join in. You're going to be able to be on a team member, as a volunteer. You don't even have to live here. You can be a volunteer. You can, be a volunteer if you live here or not. Just get on the phone, call somebody. That's what it's all about. And you'll be able to go on there, and you will be able to donate money, $5. That's all we're looking for, $5, $10. If I get $5 of all the people that follow me on all my platforms, that's over 1 million. If I get $5, we win the campaign. We win this. We win this. We have enough money to win. We're gonna win regardless. But again, people, you see candidates like myself and everybody else ask the people to donate into the campaign. It's very important to do that, because what happens, and let me just explain this, because whether it's my campaign or any other campaign, what normally happens is this. Special interest groups come in and donate into African-American campaigns, which those African-Americans are responsible for African-American area. A white person can't necessarily run for a Black seat in a predominantly Black area because most Black people are not going to vote for that person. So the special interest groups, whether it's a developer, whether it's no matter who it is, like in Memphis, they got this issue with Elon Musk putting these technical buildings there, and they're polluting the air and all these different things. So again, not saying that somebody had to authorize that, because you just can't stick a fork in the ground and start building shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is important that you donate to those campaigns, because you need money. The campaigns need money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people to self-fund. If they self-fund, that's what you got CD20 in this problem right now. If I have to go and take my money and buy this campaign, that's not really cool. I could put all the money I want to put into this campaign and say, okay, here we go. No, the campaign and the seat is the people. So if the people have to donate and the people have to sign the petitions to say that this is our candidate, the candidate normally takes a lot of special interest money. Some of these candidates, a lot of them. That's how your community get gentrified. You like, hold on, why did our commissioner allow this to happen? Why did our commissioner allow these developers to come in and purchase our land, and they gave them the houses? Because a large part of your community right now, people died and they left the houses, and you see vacant lots and vacant houses and things like that. Those properties have been taken over because they were not paying the taxes by the city. The city then does what? Gives the property to developers to say, develop workforce housing in these lots that we own. The cities and the counties own a lot of lots that you can go down there and act for yourself to build affordable housing. But that is how it works. So you got a bunch of crime going on. They ain't trying to stop it. Next thing you know, you're trying to move. Either you move out or you abandon the place. Grandma died and grandma ain't got no siblings and all that, and a lot vacant. Before you know it, that's how your community get gentrified. And then on top of it, they get the money from these developers and these contractors, and they put money in the campaign with the idea of redeveloping your area. And they use the term affordable housing. Affordable to who? Not affordable to you, because then it'd be 10% Black people living in these so-called affordable housing buildings that they build in the community. And then when the Black person come in, they make them leap over all kinds of boundaries. Oh, as soon as you put Black on there, oh Lord, you gotta have God to come give you a resume to get in. And so that's what they do, and that's how our communities all over the country get gentrified. So it is very important that you put money into the campaigns of the candidates that you like, whether it's me or anybody else, because we need money to run. And most of the time, this game ain't no different than the street game. Big bank take little bank. Yes, I got a head start because I got name recognition. Yes, but still, you got to buy billboards. Them billboards ain't free on the highway. You got to buy radio advertisement. It ain't free. You got to buy television advertisement to talk about your campaign and get the message out to the people who don't know. It ain't free. You got to pay for street team. It ain't free. The people passing out the flyers, the mail that you get in the mail with the candidate name on there and the information on there, it ain't free. You got to pay for that. The people who getting on the phone calling up saying, hey, how you doing? How was your day? Yes, everything is great. We want you to vote for Luther Campbell. Uncle Luke Campbell, he's running for Congress, and here's things that he's going to do. It ain't free. All that is a fee. So none of these things ain't free. So you want your candidate to have the most money. And that's why I put on there, y'all see some of my Facebook pages and some of my social media pages. We're going to do this big push. We're going to have some great fundraisers. We got some law firms that's going to raise some funds. We're going to take you behind the scenes of what we're doing. We're going to have some of the celebrities do fundraisers. I mean, we got a long list of celebrities that's going to do fundraisers, either at their house, private fundraisers or public fundraisers. And we're going to raise a lot of money because everybody know how important this race is. It's very important for the district, for me to win it in the district. And it's very important on a national level, because on a national level, it's a whole lot of things that going to come and play 2026 and beyond. I mean, you got Congress that's going to eventually hear the item called NIL. A lot of people ain't talking about that. That's going to be, assuming when I get in, that's the bill I'm pushing, NIL, because you got all these college coaches and these conference champions, not conference champions, but conference commissioners coming in, talking to congressmen and congresswomen, and they're asking them, hey, look, you need to put a bill toward NIL. We need to regulate this in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? And most congressional representatives don't have any idea of how NIL works. me coming out of the coaching business and the representation business, I know how it works. At the end of the day, I know how it works. So those are things that we're going to have to deal with on a national scale. Plus, the rising cost of healthcare. We're going to have to deal with that. A lot of times you bring something to the you bring something to the forefront. And you talk about pathway of getting it done. You can get bipartisan support. And that's my whole thing. But my main thing is bringing money back to my district. I'm sorry. I'm passionate about that. Anything that I deal with, whether it's Liberty City Optimist or whether it's rebuilding our parks and bringing the resources back to the community, that's what I'm on. I'm seriously on that. Or rebuilding a school, I'm on that. I'm sorry. I don't apologize about it because simple as that. And that's it. So I'm going into CD20. I'm going in this race. We're in this race right now. And we're going to need your support. I mean, we got healthcare. You got kids, crime. You got hell, let's be real about it. AI is taking over. I went to one of my golf courses that I like to hang out at, that I like to play golf. Miami Lakes Golf Course. Don Shula. They don't have no people out there working. You do realize that. They have robots cutting the grass. They got robots at the golf course cutting the grass right now, picking up the balls. Remember, if you're a golfer, you had a cart person and they picking up the ball, they're raking the balls, picking them up, and then they put them in the machine and all that. That's no more. They got robots. They got robots cutting the greens on the golf course. The robots. That robot that started off with the little robot in your house where you got the robot cleaning and mopping the floor. Robot started off just vacuuming. Now the robot mops. And so that same robot is what they're inserting into the community. So now, normally it was these Hispanic guys and some of the brothers out there manicuring, pedicuring, cutting the grass and cutting the greens at the golf course. There's a ton of people working out there to make sure the golf course is straight. And most of them were immigrants or some of the brothers. That's gone. So I'm thinking, right, y'all got the robots out there cutting the grass. Elon Musk so heavy into Trump campaign, put all his money in his campaign. He trying to sell you robots. He got the electric cars and the robots. So if we get rid of the field workers, the Mexicans, because the brothers ain't going out there. Brothers ain't going out there picking no cotton and all that. That ain't happening. Some of the little kids in college thought that was going to happen. They were sending African-American students them derogatory terms. Oh, yeah, y'all ass going back out there pick cotton. That's what they voted for. A lot of those kids voted for. They voted for black people to go back out there and pick cotton. But unfortunately, that's not the play. The play is for the robots to go out there and pick the cotton. We're going to keep our jobs. You're not exterminating black people in this country. But all you other people who fucked around and found out, that's maybe the play. That is why it started off with the criminals, putting the criminals out of this country, and now they're going for people who are here on temporary status. That's maybe where we're at. I'm just saying. Started off with, we're going to get the baddest criminals out of this country and we're going to put them in jail. And now you see regular people. I was looking at a video the other day, the people out there they cementing and all this, the Mexican guys out there cementing and they smoothing it down, and the immigrant and ICE came over there. Come on over here, put the little braces on, take all the shit out your pocket. You too, come on. More trucks came up. You too, just good old Mexican guys out there working. That is what's going on. That's what's going on. Good guys out there working, and they ain't bothering nobody. Because last time I was a guy on the streets, real. Ain't no narco terrorist is going to be paving no driveway. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no killer cartel member is going to be paving the driveway in my neighborhood. That just don't happen like that. They ain't going to be out there in the fields picking field and all that. That don't happen like that. So I'm just saying that may be the situation. But speaking of the situation, people, y'all check this out.
All even scares ain't even. The bear hibernate don't poke. When you see the giant sleeping, shouldn't have woke. I don't know how many times I told him, but please hop up all my scrotum. Because you can't impress me with a big prayer, boy. The strongest for the longest I've been there, boy. I've been in my city, know I'm in there. And I ain't number 3, what you getting there? I know the way ain't trying to pretend that the king won't get a sledgehammer for it.
That's T.I. That's T.I. And my good friend, we're going to mark him down for doing T.I. is definitely going to do a fundraiser for the campaign. T.I. definitely going to do that. Oh, speaking before I finish that, yeah, we're going to do a launch party next week, and that's when we're going to launch the entire campaign. We're going to launch the website and everything else. But back to T.I. Is that heating up? Is this beef heating up? This beef is almost like, yo, you fucked around with the wrong person. Now, mind you, I fuck with both of these guys, but I love hip hop so much. Hip hop has been battles and beefs and shit forever. I mean, it was, you name it. It was Roxanne Shante versus them. It was, Kumo D. It was LL. Everybody did. It was us and Snoop Dogg, and I love Snoop Dogg. I mean, that's just hip hop. It's always been that way from day one. There's always been a battle. There's always been, beef. And then unfortunately the beef chilled out after the Biggie Smalls and Tupac had went to a whole nother level, and we had guys get unalive. And so we kind of backed up off the battle beef and all that and all this. But listen, man, I'm loving this shit. I'm loving it. I mean, but what I don't like, and I'm glad that 50 Cent erased all of his T.I. posts. I'm glad he did all that. That's number one. I had a problem, with my brother going and putting the wife in there. Don't put the wife and the kids in the beef. Let it stay. It always stayed between the two rappers. They either got on a record and rapped and battled it out, or they even met and battled it out, or they made diss songs and they did that, and then it all worked itself out. I don't like when you bring the wife in, the kids in, and all that. Leave that shit alone. That's off the thing. And you just don't do that. I have a problem with that. But I'm loving it. I mean, T.I. coming with these songs, and I'm happy that I'm just happy T.I. doing more songs, because that is one of my top 5 rappers. I'm gonna give it a buck. I mean, when I get ready to go do a show, I got T.I. in the headset, get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, T.I., you light a fire in certain rappers. When you light a fire in them, it don't take much. They have a little fire simmering, and when you light that fire in them, oh shit, you gonna get. I mean, hey, it's not a problem. They'll come get you real quick. Like, people always ask me about Pitbull. How did you find Pitbull, Luke? How did you find Pitbull? Well, and then you have some people have beef with Pitbull. Oh, he's not doing this. Ain't rap. Why y'all characterize him? I tell people all the time, Pitbull is the best rapper I have ever signed. And I've signed some great ones. I've discovered the Trick Daddies of the world, JT Money, Poison Clans of the world, and they're great. They're great in their own, but that Pitbull is a motherfucking battle rapper that you do not want to play with. That guy with the suit on and the shirt on and the girls, and he got the tight pants on and all that. That guy, you do not want to go in the ring with. So I'm just telling everybody, don't ever get to the point where somebody like, oh, y'all get, you know how y'all get tired of these verses and all that, and then y'all want to get creative and start doing battles and say, oh, let's battle Pitbull. You'll fuck around and find it. So I'm just saying, mark my word, take it from me. You do not want to mess with Armando. Leave him alone. Leave him out your beefs. Leave him out all your all the things that y'all got going on. Don't do it. I suggest you do not do it because that boy ain't nothing to play with. That boy ain't nothing to play with. So, speaking of nothing to play with, I just, listen, I was, you know, I get reports from my organization, Liberty City Optimists, right, on a regular basis. And the girls call me up. Hey, what's up, all y'all over there? And I'm over here on Instagram now. I'm laughing at all the people. Hey, how you doing? How you doing on Instagram? I see y'all. Can I interview you, Miss 305? You want to interview me for a documentary? Okay, I see y'all over there. You know, I have to literally go in and go out to go over to see the people over there on Instagram. But I just holler at y'all. But let me just say this. I got up this morning, got a text from my organization, and they said, hey, Mr. Campbell, the girls were not invited to do the annual Black History Month celebration. Our cheerleaders. Now, our cheerleaders are world renowned in our program. If you know anything about me, the boys are fine sports. I mean, we have over 1,000 kids in my program on a year-round basis. Liberty City Optimists. You know, we're funded by Children's Trust, Atlas Airlines, City of Miami, and all that. And now we got a brand new mayor named Eileen Higgins. You probably seen me do a post on this. And they say, well, the mayor's department, they, you know, snub the girls. When you mess with my girls, I'll probably be chilling and all that there when it comes to the boys. But when you mess with my girls, I go 0 to 12. My little girls, I love my little girls in my program. You know what I'm saying? We give them the world. Our girls football team, they travel all over the country playing football. We got from 6U all the way up to 13, 14U with girls football. We got the boys football. They go all around the country. Park full. Shouts out to Coley, DeAndre Coley, former player for mine at Miami Northwestern. He's the athletic director, Miss Tamika, Miss Yolanda, and all of them do such a great job. So we got a brand new mayor. And for some reason, our girls were not invited to the annual celebration for Black History Month. They've been doing it forever. You know, brand new mayor coming at our park. And so the girls called me up saying, you know, hey, look, when they call me, you know, it's not going to end well for somebody because I'm going to get on the phone. And that's what you'll get with me as an elected official. And that's why I say, look here, man, enough of, okay, doing, you know, jumping on these politicians, you know, jump your ass and you be the politician. That's where I'm at with this. That's why I'm running for Congress. So the girls and to be able to build beautiful programs like my program, Liberty City Optimism, and fight for these kids in District CD20. I'm gonna do the same thing over there. Belgrade, Pahokee, Tamarack, Lauderdale Lakes, River Beach. I'm gonna do the same thing over there. You know, in those areas. And that's just what I'm on. You feel me? And so at the end of the day, they call me up and say, Mr. Campbell, they've been snubbed. So I'm on 12. It's too early in the morning to call somebody. So what I do, I go do a video. And I put the video out there. Now, mind you, to let the mayor know, congratulations, happy that you won. But doing a little bit of research, because I did my little bit of research before I went and did the video. I was going to do it anyway. But I wanted to know how much of the vote that this mayor got, because what she did was historic. There has not been an Anglo-white mayor in Miami in probably 5 decades. That is a Cuban seat. And she's a white Anglo woman that won and became the city of Miami mayor. And so I did my little research, said, okay, well, how did this happen? What percentage of the black vote she got? Now, mind you, I had some guys call me up and say, look, we're going to support Elaine and all this here, and we're going to support her, and we like, what she's doing. Some prominent guys. I ain't going to call their name right now because I want them, the same ones who called me, to get on the phone and call her ass up to straighten this shit out. And so, so I value their opinion, and Ken Russell, let's keep it in one. Let's keep it 100. Ken Russell, I knew, asked me for my endorsement. I said, Ken, the community is split. I'm just not going to endorse anybody. And I stayed out of the race. I endorse when they go into the general, right? But the primary, I'm going to let y'all duke it out, which out of respect. And the same thing in my primary, there's some people who need to stay out of it and let it work itself out, because when you line up with certain people, in the primary, then they win, and then they go and win the general, and you don't get the resources that you're supposed to get because you initially went after that person. But I'm not like that. You got some mayors of some counties, I'm not going to call no cities, I'm not going to call no names, that have already, fundraising and making phone calls for people in the race that I'm in. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I still call them up, and out of respect, I'm going to still call them and be like, hey, look, regardless of who you support, the issues are the issues. But going back to this mayor and these individuals who call me to say, Luke, we're supporting her and all this, I expected them to do their due diligence. And I'm saying to you, people, when you go and you sit up here and you start caping for a candidate, you have to ask serious questions. And when they don't ask these serious questions and the candidate wins the seat, it shows you in the first 60 days whether this candidate bought these votes, bought these endorsements from individuals in the Black community. If they bought it, what ends up happening is this: they disrespect you. Because once they bought your vote, they ain't gonna have no respect for you. That's why when I coach football, and I would call up when one of my players did dirty, I would call up the damn coach and cuss their ass clean out. Well, I have an intellectual conversation first, but then find out, okay, Devontae Freeman playing for Jimbo Fisher. I know how hard he works. I know how hard he goes. I know he started in the first year because of some unforeseen circumstances with some of the other players ahead of him. But then for him not to get any playing time, oh no, I get on the phone. But you can't get on the phone, or you can't. No, I don't get on the phone. I'm sorry. I get on an airplane, and I go see your ass for one of my kids, one of my players. I get on an airplane. This is what I do. Fly up there, and we got a problem. Can we have a conversation? Been doing that forever. That's what I do. So it don't start. So when I'm building a platform and talk about the things that I've done, I'm like, shit, it never ends. I was sitting there, it was like, okay, put on your website about Luke. The damn thing this long, and they keep getting long. Because those things, you trying to put everything in. So these guys, going back to this Eileen Higgins, you paid these guys. You paid these guys. In the first 30, 60 days, I could find out whether you paid for the vote or you paid pastors. You paid pastors. You did. I'm sorry. You paid community activists to support your campaign. You did. Because if you didn't pay, why, Luke, why? And this is my opinion. If you didn't do that, they call them consultants. If you didn't do that, when you come talk to Luke about me endorsing you, I said, here's some of the issues that are in the Black community. First of all, you can't give me no money. You can't give me no girls. I had a candidate actually try to give me some lady that was with her. I ain't gonna call no name. I'm like, you're insulting my intelligence. And no, I don't do that, sweetheart. You can't give me no money. Oh, well, we'll make a donation. No, you can't make no donation. We're having a conversation because, again, if the candidate gives you some money, then what ends up happening, they have no respect for you. Then they do what they want to do to your community because you ultimately have sold them out. You've sold out your community. So I'm under the belief, in my opinion, that this lady paid a bunch of people off. Because if you didn't do the following, candidate comes to me, have a conversation with me. Hey, look, so yes, you in my endorsement? So here's some of the things that, the community is concerned about. And I just need to know where your stand is on this. And you need to tell me some of the things that you're going to do for the African-American community. And I'm going to listen with you and your plan. And then we get past all that. And then we have the conversation about who's going to be the liaison. Who's going to be the point person in your cabinet for the African-American community, since you're asking for our vote, since you need our vote. And if you don't have that in your first 60 days, because your predecessor did have it, and then you fire those people, and you don't replace those people, and then you bring Julio Raimundo, and you bring Nestor Torres and Bill Schwartz into the Black community, telling the Black community these are the things that, y'all gonna do. You don't know the Black community. So therefore, it tells me that these individuals who got on the phone and called my Black ass up and everybody else to say, we're supporting her, y'all got paid off. Because part of your conversation is supposed to be, I know you're going to change your cabinet. So who's going to be the liaison between your office and the Black community? We need to talk to somebody. We need to have somebody talk to somebody in your cabinet. You cannot have some 12-year-old Spanish guy coming in there playing with us. No, we got a lot of people who understand the concerns of the Black community. If you need some recommendations, we can give you some. And then some of these dudes want to play around and tell me, I'm going to be a consultant of the mayor. Fuck that. Some of these dudes out there right now ain't said a damn thing. And these same girls who just got fired, but they got on the phone and they called them up on a religious basis, talking about name a street after me. Your name went after Luke. Name a new street after me. Hope y'all ass was down there. Are y'all gonna be at the next commission meeting? Are y'all getting on the phone calling the mayor? But a lot of people don't do that because they don't want to ruffle no feathers, because they want access. To think you get on the phone, I can call the mayor when I want to call the mayor. To do what? The mayor ain't gonna do shit for you. It's about respect. It's no different than me. A large part of my district is white. In Riviera Beach, they got an area called Peanut Island. I'm going to go find the commissioner who represents that area. I need to know the concerns of the people on Peanut Island. They fall in my district. I need to know the concerns of the people in Tamarack. And just no different than Lauderdale Lakes. I need to know the difference. You need to have those conversations with people in the community, and you need to be able to have somebody that's in your office that can be able to talk to them and to articulate and get the things that need to be done. So when you don't do those things, that tells me you have no respect for the community. So Eileen Higgins, you could be a one-term mayor in the city of Miami. When I did my research, it was 90% Black people voted for her. 90 fucking percent. You won the election and in my understanding today, all the pastors went down there this morning because they're outraged as what's. Oh, now y'all mad? Because y'all didn't ask the necessary questions. Who's going to be the point person? Who's going to be the point person in your office that we can talk to from the African American community that we trust? And that's what happens in these elections, people. People don't do their due diligence. A lot of people getting paid off, and they're selling these communities down the river. And before you know it, you living next to Julio Rumnez, and on this other side, Nestor Torres is over there, and Alan Swartz is over there, and your ass is priced out of your own community. Because some so-called community representative have went down there and got $2,000 or $500 and got paid off, and all of a sudden they done told all y'all to then vote for the lady getting on the phone with me, talking, oh, look, we're all supporting her. Who else? Oh, him. Oh, okay, so y'all really did because I'm too busy worrying about my election, running. I'm doing my due diligence, and it's important. And I blame it on the candidate too. Like me. I did 2 years of communicating and talking to people in this district. So I have a very good understanding of the good people and the bad people and the people who do this and that, and have an understanding of the district and the needs of the district. And I'm still learning every day. I'm still learning every day. I'm learning things every day about CD20. But I have the respect to go up in the district and have a conversation with the people in the district to know what they want and what they don't want. Everybody gonna love me? Hell no. There's going to be people who are going to support other candidates? Yes, they are. That's fine. That's fine. But I won't be like Orange Man. You support that person, I'm going to take it out on you. I won't be petty like that. Because at the end of the day, I know the seat is the people's seat. And that's how that works. So moving right along. I mean, we just got 50 Cent. I got to get out of here real quick, because Junior is getting ready to play another baseball game. Donald Trump. Jesse Jackson is going to glory. They're having the memorial services right now. For Donald Trump not to put the flags at half-mast is disgusting, because you can put them at half-mast, glorify a well-known racist, in my opinion, Charlie Kirk. If you can do that and don't honor your so-called friend, and we all know that Jesse was your friend, and you know what he stood for Donald Trump not to order those flags and half-staff is disgusting. It's actually disgusting, but you know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with him. On one time, when he gets in bad shape with black people, then he go pardon some black people. And that's supposed to be okay. But you do the number 2 on us on a regular basis. They told me don't cuss too much. So that's why I got Poison Clan out of the hat on. Right to me, the one married one, being in love with him, Derry Dump, PC. I talked to JT Bunny. JT Bunny funny, right? He told me, Luke, man, I do so many wedding receptions. I said, what song do they want to hear, JT? Shake What Your Mama Gave You? Say no. They want to hear, all the songs that I've rapped about, HOs. It's crazy. Hey, man, shouts out to Wu-Tang Clan and Lauryn Hill. They're getting put into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's a beautiful thing. That is an absolute beautiful thing. Lauryn Hill, them going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is great, man. I love it.
And all even scares ain't even. The bear hibernate don't poke. When you see the giant sleeping, shouldn't have woke. I don't know how many times I told him, but please hop up all my scrotum. Because you can't impress me with a big prayer, boy. The strongest for the longest I've been there, boy. Top 3 in my city, know I'm in there. And I ain't number 3, what you getting at? I know that we ain't trying to pretend that the king won't get a sledgehammer for an insect. Listen, now I built this pro, boy, wouldn't exist. Got a concrete crown, boy, this shit don't even fit you. Big dog talking little shit zoo. Come on, now you say you outdid who? Better settle down. Know the dog before you headed down. Did a disc record, better edit now. I turn your head around. All that cap, nigga, better get a gown. The only place your head is in the ground. Put it on my soul. Before I ever had a record sold. Snoop, know I used to get it up the stove. A nigga been gold. Been pulling up in foreign cars with the first fucking R&B star. Oh, you niggas want war.
Stop it! Stop! Why I got technical difficulties, I do not know. Hey, I'm gonna have to get off here. I'm gonna come back on here tomorrow. My son plays at 6:30, and I'm late. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, hey, look, go to my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook fan page. If you want to donate to the campaign, I just leaked it where people can donate, and people have been sending in crazy amount of money. Just give me $10. You know, just give me $10. Give me $5. Donate to the campaign. Be a part of history. Say you bought into history. I got people sending $500. The max you can do is $3,500, just so you know. But listen, if it's $5, I'm fine. Just buying. If you want to go right now before we put the website up, go to my fan page on my Facebook, and you can click the link from my Facebook page. The link works on my Facebook page. Click the link. It'll take you directly to the fundraiser portal, which is called Act Blue, and you fill out the information. If you're a foreigner, if you're from a foreign country, no, you can't, unfortunately. That's against the law. They won't take your money, but hey, man, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Again, I got to run real quick. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the same bat station. We'll be back at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have my man Streeter on, and I'm going to have a special guest on tomorrow. Just so you know, we're going to have a very, very special guest. But I'd like to thank you guys for being a part of the show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Go to my YouTube page, Uncle Luke TV. Go to Twitch, Uncle Luke Real One, Uncle Luke Real One on Instagram and on Twitter. X is what they call it. And like I say, you want to donate to the campaign, go over there to Facebook and click on the link. It'll take you directly to the donation page. Be a part of the movement. I love you all. Peace. In the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours.
Check it out. Once again, right here live. Straight from New York. Freak of the week. Yeah, are you a freak? Freak of the week, baby. Tell me, are you a freak?